Hello, my name is Brian Hitzelberger. I'm going to be your professor for this course, which is AD 255 Art Appreciation. This is the spring semester of 2021 for Purdue University, the West Lafayette campus. I wanted to go ahead and make an introductory video so that you could see my face and hear a little bit about some expectations that I have for the course, and also just get familiar with some general things to expect out of the class. So first and foremost, I wanted to actually mention that this is a completely online course. It is not a hybrid class. There is no expectations of in-person meetings or anything like that. The entire class will be conducted over Brightspace, which is the educational platform used by Purdue University. If you're watching this video, that means that you have found your way to Brightspace. At the top of the page is a series of options. One of them says content. If you were to click on that tab, that will take you to a new window where all of the content for the class is organized in a menu on the left side of the page, week by week. Each week starts on a certain date that corresponds with that week of the semester, and inside each week's module, you will have a list of the readings, the assignments, places to submit the assignments, and also any extra material that you'll be responsible for watching or viewing or reading or listening to for that week. This is an asynchronous online class, meaning there is no point in the class when everybody is expected to be online at the same time. There are deadlines that everyone follows on a weekly basis, but when you complete the assignments, when you read the material, etc., that is entirely on your schedule, okay? There's been a few emails so far already about that, and I just wanted to kind of put that out there right away so that people know. Of those assignments, there are discussion videos, which I will speak about in a minute. There are written assignments, which are like informal papers. There are formal written critique papers, which are formal papers, where you describe and evaluate a work of art. There is a museum gallery visit paper, which I've actually adapted for COVID because our mobility is significantly impaired during the current pandemic. There's a midterm quiz, which is 15 questions, multiple choice, true, false, untimed, and open book. And I believe that that's it. Those are the types of assignments that you'll be completing for the course. Every week has a reading that comes from our textbook, and there may or may not be additional videos that I have linked in the week's module, and some other readings. There's one week where there's a podcast. Additionally, for most weeks, I've included PowerPoints that you can view to supplement the readings, okay? And these kind of discuss some of the finer details of the readings in more detail, and also give more visual examples. The content and the assignments, all of this comes out of our textbook, okay? The textbook is the primary place where you are actually learning the material for this class. So you will need to acquire the textbook for this class. This can be done through the campus bookstore. It can be purchased online through Amazon. It can be rented through a variety of means. However you get it, it's up to you. I really have no preference for whether you use an online version of the textbook or a physical copy of the textbook. The content is the same. Do keep in mind that there are several variations of edition, and some of the page numbers may not precisely correspond with your edition of the textbook, but I think that you'll be able to figure it out because there's not a huge amount of variation from one to the next. I want to take a minute to talk a little bit about discussion videos because this is a big part of this online class and it's a regular assignment that we're going to be having. Because this is an online class, discussion videos are an opportunity for us to basically create a sense of having an in-class discussion. For every week, you're going to be given a prompt that will ask you to engage with that week's readings and PowerPoints and videos that you've watched. You're going to have to think through them in a certain way. And then in response to that prompt, you will make a video of yourself speaking to a camera, just like I'm doing now, and upload it to a discussion forum. Then, after you do that, you will comment on 2 other classmates' videos. Okay? Your comments are in the form of written comments. So you make and record a video, but then you type and post written comments on your classmates' videos. This is a standing assignment. It's going to be happening every week. And for every week, your videos will always be due to be posted by midnight on Thursdays. Your comments will be due on your classmates' videos by Sunday at midnight. Okay? And I think I went ahead and actually wrote these deadlines for each video. But because this is a regular assignment, I just felt like it would be best to kind of keep the deadline standard throughout the whole semester, so we can really get in a rhythm of posting a video by Thursday and making comments by Sunday. In order to receive full credit, you'll actually want to do these in a timely manner. Your videos are the one and only opportunity for me as your instructor to know that you are deeply engaging with the course material. So they are an opportunity for you to show me that you're really reading and thinking through this material. You do that by using course terminology and also engaging with the ideas in the text, and commenting on it, maybe agreeing or disagreeing with it, basically showing me that you're really kind of deeply engaging with the material. And then your comments are the only opportunity that I have that you're deeply engaging with the videos made by your peers. So your comments need to take the form of meaningful comments. I write a lot about what a meaningful comment is in the syllabus, and I urge you to pay close attention to this part of the course syllabus, which is also posted on Brightspace. In short, a comment that says, "Nice job," or "I really liked your video," or "I agree," it doesn't really move any kind of conversation forward. It doesn't really allow for any conversation. You want to show me that you're really paying very close attention to what your peers are saying, maybe rephrasing it in your own terms, adding to it, saying that you agree with some parts, disagree with other parts. Do so in a respectful way, of course, but really create a meaty comment that then the person who posted the video can then respond to in written form. And in this way, a conversation will happen. Now, what if you watch a video and you really don't have anything to say about it that can take the form of a meaningful comment? Well, I would recommend going down the line and watching another. As soon as our videos are posted on Thursdays, there will be a whole sequence of them in the forum, and you can kind of just go down the line, or you can kind of jump from one to the next, okay? Jump around. Don't necessarily comment on the same people's videos every week. Initially in this class, the discussion videos kind of seem like a chore, but having taught previous sections of this course before in the past online, the course evaluations often say that quite unexpectedly these videos end up being really everyone's favorite part of the class, because they get to see each other's faces and a community is really formed in this way. It takes a little bit of getting used to, especially with the timing and the flow of it, but I think after the first couple weeks we'll have it under our belts. Keep in mind, when I say midnight by Thursday and midnight by Sunday, I'm referring to the time zone of Indiana, time zone of Purdue University, which is where I am located. You may or may not be in that same time zone. I understand that you may or may not be in that same country, okay? So be sure and do the math and figure out what your particular due date is for your time zone. One last comment about the videos. They need to be 4 minutes or less in length. In order to keep in order to make a video that is 4 minutes or less in length, you're going to need to be succinct. And in order to be succinct, you're going to have to do some preparation. I recommend making some notes that you can refer to while you're speaking, and maybe even practicing a few times. This is my 4th attempt at this video. Doesn't always go right the first time. These videos are a great opportunity for you to practice your public speaking skills, basically in an isolated environment and in a very low stakes environment, okay? Do not just turn on the camera and start speaking. Do not do that. This is a college class and you need to demonstrate structured thinking in your discussion videos. In order to receive full credit, that is what we are looking for. Once you record your video using whatever technology you have available, could be a phone, could be a camera on your laptop like I'm using, what I like to do is actually post the video to YouTube that stores the video and it compresses the file. I have a free account. I just kind of compress my videos to just not a very high resolution or definition. And then I use YouTube embed codes to actually embed them in Brightspace. That's my preferred method. You don't have to use that method, but that works for me, and it seems to work for the majority of the other students. I have embedded a video in our Start Here page on Brightspace. It may actually be right below this video that kind of walks you through this process. But I really want to make sure that people understand this. So I'm going to, the first week of class, do a live Zoom demonstration on how to post a discussion video to our board. This will be the one and only kind of synchronous thing. You don't have to attend if you already know how to do this, but if you have some questions, I'll go ahead and make the date and time of this available in the announcements, and you can hop on Zoom and I will walk everyone through this process. I'll also make a recording of it and post it again. But if you're curious, I actually did that last semester, and the recording of that is also posted below. We'll be doing this 15 times, so it's definitely something that we want to get down, the whole recording and uploading and then posting and commenting process. That is really all that I wanted to say about the class at this time. I'll be posting videos periodically throughout just to discuss more assignments further and just kind of check in. But for the meantime, go ahead and get your textbook. There are some readings that are due this week, and there are some assignments that will be due this coming Sunday, which, oh, I don't have my calendar handy. Hold, please. This coming Sunday is going to be January 24th. So you'll want to make sure that you have everything on hand for those. If you need to get in touch with me, my contact info is listed in the syllabus. I do have an office on campus in the Powell building in the West Lafayette campus of Purdue. If you're local, I'm perfectly fine with meeting in person. We can meet in my office, wear masks, and be socially distant. Thank you so much. I really look forward to watching your videos and getting to know you, and I hope that this all finds you all safe and well.